watched so much today. We just finished watching Dead to Me. Christina Applegate. What's the other actress's name?
James Marsden and Linda Cardellini.
From Scooby-Doo. She was in Scooby-Doo, and she's also Hawkeye's wife in the Avengers.
True.
So there you go. That's another way to mention the Avengers, and I feel like that was one of the best Netflix binge-worthy type of shows that I've watched in a while. I like a lot of their original programming, but lately, Netflix was bringing out so much, and there's so many I can't get to. But the ones that I've been seeing lately, I'm like, okay, that was good. I mean, we just binge watched. I just finished binge watching Parks and Rec for the first time in my life, so I've been binge watching a lot of stuff, and when we started that yesterday, Dead to Me.
Yes.
It was what 20-minute long episodes, 30 minute long episodes, 10 episodes. It was a quick binge, but it was very entertaining, and I called it once again. I knew exactly why. Not Christina Applegate's character. The other one. Linda's character. I knew why. I'm like, she must have did it. She must have did it. That's why she's like, why would you want to befriend this person? And I could just feel like, okay, even though that was very predictable to me, the journey from getting from point A to point B and the struggle with the guilt and all that I loved it. I love the fact that Christina Applegate's character was needs a bunch of anger management, and everything wasn't just this is a victimless crime, or you're the innocent person here, you're 100% guilty there. Everybody had an issue. Everybody is guilty of something, and
there was a lot of twists and turns.
That was very enjoyable.
And especially if this would have been on prime television,
this could have very much worked,
because it would have left each week going, oh my gosh, I have to wait till next week to find out what the heck's about to happen. This
was probably one of Netflix's best shows, where just like the show You, where if it would have been a traditional weekly episodic episode, you've been like, oh damn, I can't wait to watch that next episode. So whenever they knock it out the park like that with one of these shows that give us all the episodes, obviously, and I'm probably going to do it, I'm going to probably watch this season again, probably in a couple of months.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of hidden things that you miss, that you're like, oh, I didn't see that when I watched it the first time.
Real quick, let me type it in. What was it? Dead to Me.
Yeah, you got to really hope that Netflix is not...
This one needs to get renewed,
because it needs another.
This one definitely is going to make it. I enjoyed each and every character on this. Usually there's like a character on there where I was like, I can do without this person. This person has no purpose. Every person that has the one thing I liked about this show, every person that has no purpose or we can do without, it feels like they are going to go away. What's his name from Shameless? That the scene where she goes to the retreat and meets. I feel like we're never gonna see him again, and I feel like that's gonna be fine. I
think it was just a building.
That wasn't
point for the character for
Ben's
character.
That was for her. It wasn't. So
it wasn't to add him into the storyline.
And even though he's a big name, a very successful show on his own and whatnot, he probably read that and was like, "Oh hell yeah, I would love to do that." That's funny, because that was the most enjoyable scene to me. Out of all the favorite things that I like about that show, his scene in that retreat. I don't want to just call him the guy from Shameless, because he's got a name. And let me just pull him up real fast. Where is he?
Steve Howie.
You found him for? Yeah, Steve Howie.
Well, because I used to watch when he was on
the Reba.
Reba.
And I saw him. I was like, oh yeah, that's Steve Howie. There he goes. I thought James Martin's character, I thought he was, he obviously played your traditional dick.
Yes,
he's a big jerk.
Douchebag down to an
from
art
the,
there.
Yeah, from the very beginning. And and I was like, oh, I could just tell that he wasn't gonna last. He just couldn't. I just felt like that was the only way to reconcile at the very end. You kill my husband, I kill your fiance, kind of a boyfriend, kind of a thing, or we're in this together, kind of a thing. At the end, it was the only thing that made sense to me, and I felt like, okay, this is like almost like the if you I know you don't watch this show, The Ozark, where at the end it's like, oh, okay, we've solved one problem by creating a bigger problem that's going to lead us into the next season, kind of a thing. And I think Netflix shows are getting real good at setting up these cliffhangers.
Well, this show was also very good at getting you set on feeling a certain way, and then giving you another backstory later on that you're like, oh, yeah. Now what am I supposed to think? Because
I was starting to like that guy.
Yeah, and then you see something else that caused something else that caused something else. And you're like, okay, now what am I don't know. Am I mad about? Are we changing our mind? Like, I don't know what to think about this now.
Even James's Martin's character almost seemed like he was going to start getting redeemed, but that only lasted for like 5 minutes, and then he went straight back to jerk mode. I could just tell that there was something wrong with Linda's character, and you want to and Christina Applegate's character, and she's one of the producers on the show.
Catch either.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw her name as the executive producer on the credits on a couple episodes. Yeah, that she, even though she's the victim of this, it's almost like that thing that we talked about before. Like, you could be in a fight with somebody and you can be 100% right, but if you respond wrong or in a bad way, then it won't matter that you're right because of how you're acting. You know, Christina Applegate's character is 100% like that. I'm like even though she's the victim in a lot of like 99.9% of every way possible, it's just the way she responds, the way she comes, the way she blows up, and she can't control her anger. It just makes her. I'm not gonna say not likable, but just makes her. You're easily able to put whoever she's attacking on that defense again.
Well, this is one of those like 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, where all these things are so totally unrelated. However, they're all connected in an unrelated way.
In a bunch of weird ways. Yeah. It's kind of even Brandon Scott's character, when Linda's character became the most enjoyable and lovable to me, and now I love her 100% more. Now when we figured out that she was a level 7, I knew it, because she couldn't resist the singing brother, and but as much as I like seeing them together and whatnot, and everything that destroyed that, because she still had a little spark for James's character, it's still. I can't tell if it's more of the need of solving that case or him being hurt. Because now, leading up to season 2, now that he's like, I know she had something to do with it, and that all the truth 100% came out and whatnot, it's like, I feel like now he's going to be the antagonist for season 2.
He's found his self a new purpose.
Yeah.
He can't bear to go back to his old job because of his partner, but now he's found a new purpose for himself.
But him and Linda, they had a special connection.
Oh no, I liked them together, but so now you're like, oh.
They're gonna get back together. They don't even have the names of the characters down here. I'm gonna have to click on here because
his name was Nick.
Yeah, but he's gonna. I don't know. Something's gonna happen in season 2 where he's gonna be like coming like 100% at her, like you're going down for this and blah blah blah, and then something's gonna happen, and then he's gonna be like, oh my God, we're gonna have sex again because he's a guy, and then like I don't know, then he's gonna be trying to save them or something like that. Judy and you said Nick, yeah, Judy and Nick, they're gonna get back together. I think the biggest obstacle is everything is going to be. Oh well, because Detective Anna Perez, she's credited. So I think moving forward, it's going to seem like Nick is the problem for season 2, but it's really going to come down to she's they set Anna Perez, Detective Anna Perez, up as being like a almost worthless, no good. But she's probably obviously better at a job than they made her appear
Well,
in
I mean,
this. Now she got the feds
if
with
she's
her.
got the whole, if Judy has all the deets on her ex-fiance's money laundering, then she definitely has a leg to try to get some sort of immunity.
Yeah, no, Linda's not going to jail
And
for
so
anything
the
now.
detective, of course, wants to walk carefully on that because she wants to put down that big case.
But Jen, I don't know. Uh, any lawyer any lawyer worth their weight in salt can tear that whole thing apart. You gave this person who committed manslaughter, covered it up, lied about it for months, injected herself into the lives of the widow and her kids, until pretty much Jen solved it all by herself after months of her trying to get you to stay on this and do something about this. And you ignore the optics of it looks very bad for the police
Oh, but
department.
you see
And then you turn around
often
and give her
people get
immunity.
off for murder and sorts because they have bigger information on other people.
The immunity thing is going to come back to haunt the detective.
Actually, and I don't even know that it's going to be Judy that brings it up because she feels bad and wants to be fully punished.
Well, she did what she
Because
did
she
because she
thinks
thought
that-
that Jake that
I think Jen, now that she's done what she's done, is not going to want Judy fully punished, like to the the full.
because she was the first person she called when she did what she did to Steve, and now they got something else to bond over now.
So now she's going to be like, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it just looks bad against the detective for all that. You're right because I don't know why I feel like Detective Anna Perez needs to be punished for that lousy immunity. You had to know that giving her immunity, even though she's closing a bigger case, it's at the expense of a grieving mother. I don't. Okay. Here's what's probably going to happen. She's probably going to try to fight, because Nick is going to fight for this, to try to get rid of that immunity and go after Judy. But then Judy's going to have an unlikely ally from Jen after now that we got this new bonding thing, the bond over after Steve's death. It's just going to be a big mess. But somehow I feel like it's still gonna bring Nick and Judy back together. Even it's gonna be like the first 4 or 5 episodes where it's gonna be a huge mess. Then Nick's gonna get on board and get back with Judy. Because now I just want Nick and Judy to get back together.
They haven't even slept together, so I don't know if they'll
That's
be some
gotta
angry
happen.
Sex or...
That's why he's not. That's why he wants you in jail, Judy, because you didn't go all the way. You went back to Steve. That's why I haven't turned you in yet. I mean, come on. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. And it's gotta come back to. There's a lot of things that's unsolved. Not that. Okay, Judy, Steve, he's dead. Nick. I feel like what if Nick dies? You got the pastor's credited. I don't know why, but I feel like we're not going to see him again. Maybe 1 or 2 episodes in the next season, maybe. But I feel like this whole thing with Nick and Judy is going to get way bad. Maybe even the fiance of that woman that Steve was dating at the end, that was revealed that he was with somebody. She's going to probably be a big factor in the next season as well too.
Well, they hadn't been together for very long, so.
But who knows if she was in or wasn't?
Anything.
Maybe she was in on it. The people that Steve was working with are obviously those people are going to be coming
that Judy
back.
was a threat to have her have access to a storage building that has every bit of the paper trail.
Yeah,
Gives away
ability
everything
to
he's been
close
doing.
out the
Somebody you put a restraining order on, but you never bother
to close out the bank account. The biggest,
and
that was the
to
dumbest thing he did.
move your items that incriminate you to some
Yeah,
place where she
I get
doesn't know.
I put you under a restraining order, but don't take you off the bank account that has millions of dollars in it. So he had funds in that account
He
to
never
buy an
saw it as a
$8 million
threat.
house, and he had to move money around to do that $8 million house sale. So he had that obviously was millions of dollars in that account. She gave $500,000 to Jen, which was the equivalent of her real estate commission. I did the math on that. Of the real estate commission that she would have gotten if that house would have sold. Now she doesn't have to split that with her mother-in-law. So, so it's all about, now it's about solving the mystery of that fight that Jen had with her husband that night that he got killed. What's gonna happen with Steve? What's going to happen with this immunity thing, with especially with Nick being out there all mad? You should have slept with him. I'm sorry. Going down isn't enough. I mean, unless you trim, but you didn't. So, the other thing, I guess, the other thing to mention on this one is how sad it was that Abe died. That was sad.
That was sad.
I didn't see that one coming. But it was just everything just kept piling on everybody. And the last thing, the fact that the neighbor who gave that little tidbit about how you don't have to, even if you invite somebody in your house, if the second you tell them to leave and they don't leave, you can legally shoot them. Somehow I feel that's gonna come back around.
Oh, yeah.
On the day I gave you that tip and showed you how to use a gun, you used it to kill somebody. I just feel like Jen's gonna say, yeah, thanks, and then just slam the door on her. But I feel like that neighbor is going to be a problem in the future as well. Maybe season 3. But who knows? I just feel like that's coming back around. But overall, you can tell I loved it.
I liked it. It
I
was
love this
very
song.
good.
So let us know what you guys think about it, and what you guys. This is pretty much what do you predict for season 2? Hopefully there is a season 2 for Dead to Me. So I think. I think Christina Applegate has done a real good job of shedding her whole Married with Children, Kelly Bundy
She's
past.
done a lot of things since
A lot of
that
stuff.
people have loved.
She did a lot of stuff, but it was still tagging onto her. Now it's been so long, nobody really thinks about her as Kelly Bundy anymore. And so I think they've all done really good of shedding that, except for Bud. But well, maybe he's due for a movie or something. Something can happen. Maybe a comedy. Maybe he'll be on this show. Let's see. That would be funny to have Bud on here. That would be great. Make him her little brother, and like on the show. Please do that for him. That would be hilarious. All right. Until next time, guys.